National Service. David Gergen, City Year and the Social Change Agenda. Aaron Dykes wrote this at the Jones Report, May 25th, 2009. Former presidential advisor David Gergen pushes more than 70 service organizations into a new order of shared sacrifice. Behind globalist David Gergen is a real sense of change that came in with Barack Obama's election. The enthusiasm for this new president was met with calls for service and sacrifice, and that is something former presidential advisor Gergen put on the agenda years ago. So these people think, oh, this is all a new idea. Yes, we are change. I am change. Yes, I am joining the forces of Obama. This is stuff that they've been trying to do for years. Obama's just the front man. Told you he was going to bring in the New World Order. I didn't tell you. Henry Kissinger told you. Jack Van Impe told you. Pat Robertson told you. And countless others. So Gergen's going around. He's a tool that they use. He's going around giving lectures and actually getting paid for it. Not only do these guys go around to universities and all different kinds of organizations to spew propaganda and push an agenda, these organizations pay them to come and talk. Pardon me, but that just seems absurd to me. Encouraging Obama to usher in a new era of New Deal-style programs, David Gergen wrote only days before Obama's inauguration that his call to service can't start soon enough. Now, this is just horrible. Horrible. We are turning into a snitch society. And what I've said tons of times before is, when you're looking at over at Britain and the UK, what happens over there happens over here, and vice versa. The Mail Online reported May 18, 2009, British councils hire snoops as young as 7 to spy on neighbors. Children as young as 7 are being recruited by councils to act as citizen snoopers, the Daily Mail revealed. The environmental volunteers will report on litter, noisy neighbors, and even families putting their rubbish out on the wrong day. There are currently almost 9,000 people signed up on the schemes. More are likely to be recruited in the coming months. See, this isn't just something here in the U.S. See what I'm saying? This is a worldwide agenda. This is the New World Order's agenda. They want you to work against yourself, because alone they're not going to be able to, like I said, push their program of tyranny. They need you to beg for tyranny and actually participate in it. They need you to want the cameras up on every street corner. They want you to snoop on your neighbors. They want you to pull over people who have Ron Paul bumper stickers, Infowars.com stickers, and the Fed stickers. They want to be able to come and arrest you for flying a Do Not Tread on Me flag. This is where we're heading. You understand me? History is not being taught correctly. Our society is becoming dumbed down and docile to the point where they've gotten away with breaking the law over and over again. And then they set up the mind control for torture on 24 to be promoted, for the Cyberbullying Act to be promoted on Hannah Montana. American Idol's jumping in, with their greenhouse and let's go green. Look at how many people, they all went green. And it's not green with envy, I'll tell you that much. Here's another one out of the UK Daily Mail. James Slack and Matthew Hickey wrote, state recruits an army of snoopers with police-style powers. A growing army of private security guards and town hall snoopers with sweeping police-style powers is being quietly established. Under a home office-run scheme, people such as park wardens, dog wardens, car park attendants, and shopping center guards receive the powers if they are undergoing training and pay a small fee to their local police force. The powers include issuing fines for truancy, dropping litter, and being able to demand a person's name and address on the street. Papers, please. Critics claim Home Secretary Jackie Smith is quietly seeking to create a third tier with a policing family, with even less training and accountability than the controversial police community support officers. So yeah, they are setting up the police state. They are taking over the free societies of the world. And we need to stop them. We need to engage in the info war, let people understand what's going on in their world around them, wake them up to the left-right fraud, wake them up to the mind control agenda of the mainstream media and Hollywood in general, and encourage civil disobedience. This is the only way we're going to be able to stop them, is to start supporting representatives like Ron Paul who defend our liberty. Jeffrey Grupp at InfoWars wrote May 21st, 2009, New World Order trying to kill America's gun culture. The EPA is shutting down a gun range in a large Midwestern town. Amid all our discussion in the Patriot alternative media about the New World Order's covert plans to remove the Second Amendment in America, we are perhaps not putting enough energy into what conceivably is a deeper issue. The New World Order wants to destroy the ultra-powerful spirit of the American gun culture. Destroying the Second Amendment is actually not as important of an issue as it is to attack our inalienable right to self-protection. And that's exactly what's going on. And I see it in my everyday dealings with people where they say, yeah, I don't think anybody should have guns except the military and the police. And I'm flabbergasted when I hear stuff like that. And I'm like, why? What are you, crazy? You trust the military and the government and all that and the police? These are government. This is government. You trust them? Well, I just don't think people should have guns because toddlers die. Yeah, toddlers die in car crashes more often than they do from guns. And, guns don't kill. People do. It's just like pencils don't misspell. People misspell. Can't blame the pencil. Should we outlaw the pencil because of illiteracy? I mean, that's really what's going on here is, parents should be held responsible for stuff like that. We don't need the government policing us. Government's supposed to protect and serve us, not to control and deny us service. It's incredible. Los Angeles Police Department implies owning guns is illegal. A CBS News clip out of California that was prominently featured on the front page of Yahoo.com showed the LAPD melting down 40,000 tons worth of illegal weapons to prevent them from ending up on the streets in the hands of criminals. Now, think about that. Okay, they're encouraging law-abiding citizens to turn in legal firearms and then saying, look at all the illegal firearms we took off the street. This is what I'm talking about, the mental attack. Leaving you with the impression that these guns are illegal. And there's all kinds of draconian gun legislation in. I've covered it on past shows. You can do Google search, find out for yourself exactly what's going on. The Gun Owners of America seem to be the most legitimate lobby group for gun rights in America today. Even if you don't own a gun, okay, the only thing that has kept America free for as long as we have been is our Second Amendment right. Once that and the First Amendment's gone, believe me, then that means that the New World Order has taken control. Full global control. We are in the end game right now. They're coming after us. They're demonizing anybody who talks out against the New World Order. They're coming after the guns, and they're coming after our free speech. They're coming after the internet, and they're coming after it hard. I mean, and look at this. Seattle police defend a brutal action. Cop slams an innocent man headfirst into a coma. This is what happened. There was a fight outside of some kind of a store. The guys run out of the store. The cops show up. The storekeeper points down the alleyway at some kid, says he's one of them, when the kid wasn't. The cops start chasing the kid. I don't know why the kid ran. I mean, why would you not run? I mean, you've got thugs on the street now. The police department's been totally militarized, and this is what I'm talking about. This is part of what I was talking about, that open letter to all law enforcement officials that I have up at the front page of the website, harrythomas.info. Please read that. Get that out to any military law enforcement person that you know in your life, and let them read about how important it is to uphold their oath to the Constitution. And that this militarization of the police is exactly why the general public isn't very trusting anymore. I mean, if we can put a stop to some of this brutality, this police abuse epidemic that's on the rise, which I've covered extensively in the past, then the public is going to continue to be fearful. The police are going to continue to be fearful of the public as long as they allow their superiors to use scare tactics like right-wing extremism, lexicon, the Virginia fusion reports, and all this other nonsense that's coming out, demonizing the American people. We're never going to be able to have a safe relationship